Hello traders, welcome to another daily analysis video. And so in this one we're going to look at the pound dollar, the dollar yen, gold and Bitcoin. So we're going to start with the pound dollar, and I'm on the 4-hour time frame. So it's very clear that the pound dollar is in a very big bearish move. And so after price made a minor correction to 1.2639 last week, that level couldn't hold, and we saw a very big breach of this intraday support zone, okay, around 2462 or 2460 and 240005 thereabout. So same price broke below here now, so it looks like the best bet is to continue to sell the dip until continue to sell the bounce until we are able to see a change of this trend, or until we're able to recognize the start of a much deeper bullish correction. And that's only going to happen if we see a price can make a V-shaped recovery to break above 1.2639. okay, so while we wait for that, of course we can draw up some scenario to look forward to. Okay, so maybe we could actually see price make some correction, okay, up to this place around 2450 and 2500, okay, or maybe go deeper into this into the 2550 level before we start seeing a very sharp before we see the resumption of the bearish trend. So that's one scenario. So that's one scenario to look at. The second scenario is, of course, if price now rallies and breaks above here. So if it does that, then we can wait for correction and buy. So that's just the case now. Okay, so and so for those who want to scalp into this, of course, once price breaks above here, above 2380, okay, then we should expect the bullish correction to continue, okay, to the levels that I talked about, whether between this 50 to 61 point Fibonacci retracement level, or maybe 2550. Okay, but so far so good. It still looks like GBPUSD is going to continue downward, so it's really very good to be patient in this case and wait for the right corrective bounce and then sell into it. Okay, so we should very much look at the kind of pattern we're able to get. If it's corrective, that means we could look forward to further decline. But if the bounce is very sharp and impulsive, then we have to be very careful, and it might actually lead to a very much deeper bullish much higher bullish correction. Okay, so let's look at the dollar yen, and we're going to look at dollar yen also starting from the 4-hour time frame. So dollar yen is very much bullish. Of course, the dollar has been very strong this year, very massively strong. Okay, so we saw price broke upwards. So as you can see, the best bet is always to buy the dip, just like we had here and we had here and we had here. So at the end of this dip, price is pushing up, which means that the best levels to buy are just gone, okay, at least from the 4-hour point of view. Okay, so let's look at the 30-minute time frame and see what we could have there. Okay, so with price breaking upwards from here, it looks like the best bet if you are going to buy, okay, is to wait for maybe another decline on the minute time frame to this level, okay, if an intraday trader, and then look forward to a quality bullish signal from here, and then buy towards 133 or 133.5. okay, so that's like the short-term outlook. But if the price breaks downwards, okay, below here, below 128.61, it will actually mean that we're going to see a very much deeper correction, down to 127 and even much lower. Okay, so while the trend remains to the upside, it's very important that we watch out for these ending diagonal patterns. So ending diagonal are usually very sharp reversal pattern, okay, and it's coming up here. We've seen 1 2 3 4 5, so price might just go up to 132 to 133, and then if we're able to see a sharp break below here, I think that might just be the start of a very big bearish correction, okay, for the dollar yen, the one that we have not really seen since the start of this bullish trend. So it's really very important that we watch for all these different scenarios. All right, so let's look at gold also from the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what happened there. So gold is clearly bearish from the hourly time frame, right from here. Okay, let me bring this up. Okay, so right from 18th April, it's been very, very much bearish to continue this bearish correction, long-term bearish correction. So on the larger time frame, we're in a bearish correction for the gold price, and it might actually go down to as low as 1800. Okay, unless price with a very strong bullish reaction, unless you're able to see a break above 1920 sharply, okay, then we can assume that this correction has ended here. Okay, but if the price breaks below 1850, it means the correction continues. Okay, but we have to be very careful about this, because I still really think that maybe there is still one more leg for the gold price downwards. But on the second thought, I think plotting the Fibonacci tool, um, this looks like, okay, we have 100. Let me see. Price has broken below the 61.8 at 8.2, and then we are still off to 100. So usually the second leg of a corrective pattern goes as low as 100, 61.8 and 100. So currently 61.8 is now holding, which is around here, and it seems price is going to continue downwards to 100% of projection level around 1818. So that's the long term, my long term bias for gold price is going to drop down to 1818 to 1820. Okay, but from the lower time frame, I think before that happens, we might see another bullish correction to 1920 before that decline. So because it seems our price has completed an impulse move here, okay, I might just see another corrective move this way, okay, before the price eventually drops out further. Okay, but we can't really say exactly that's how it's gonna move, because this move here is very close to this place. If it breaches it, then that means B is here, all right, and then C is expected to continue downwards to this place. Okay, but let's go to the lower time frame and see what we have there. So on the lower time frame, price is really around this intraday support zone. So are we going to see a bullish reaction from here? So that's the first thing. If we're able to see a bullish reaction from here and price breaks above this falling trend line, okay, of this P leg, then I think gold is will most likely rise to 1920, okay, to complete this one, okay, which is this particular leg I was looking at the other time, which is the B leg. Okay, where is it? Okay, let me bring it back so that we can see 4-hour time frame. Okay, all right, yeah. So let me go back to 30-minute time frame. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at, completion of this B leg. All right, so if price breaks above this trend line, all right, we can expect further rallies to 1930. All right, or maybe at the top of this one, this fourth wave, this previous fourth wave of this degree of the A leg, around 1920. So 1929 to 1930, that's a very, very big likelihood the price makes a big bounce up to that place. Okay, if the price makes a big bounce above here, all right. But on the other hand, if it doesn't, if it now goes down, okay, breaks below this massively and breaks below this one, all right, then I think the next thing is going to now be to start looking for the next corrective bounce and then sell into it. All right, so those are just the two major scenarios I'm looking out for as far as gold is concerned. Okay, so a break upward there to resume further run, or a break downwards here and then wait for a corrective bounce and then sell into it. Okay, so that's it for gold. And also let's look at Bitcoin. We're also going to check Bitcoin from the higher time frame, maybe even the daily time frame, and so we can see clearly that Bitcoin is in a bearish phase. All right, so let me go to log chart. So it's in a bearish phase, just like the one we saw between 2018 and in 2018, all right, and in 2019, July 2019 to March 2020. So it's the same thing we are getting here. All right, price is making a corrective move, and I think so now very soon, I don't know whether it's going to happen this week or next week, we'll most likely going to see a break below 2880 support level here, okay, down to 23,000, okay, which is around 38.2% retracement of this move, this old move from here. Okay, I think that's the minimum, okay, for Bitcoin, for this fourth wave, just like what we had here and here. We might also see the same thing before the price pushes to the upside. So this is the minimum, 23,000. But let's look at it from the lower time frame. So on the lower time frame, I think what we are seeing here is price trying to prove to us that it's going to continue to go downside, and then we just track the move by seeing, by looking at the internal structure, internal waves, okay, of this move. And it looks like the best bet for gold, I mean for Bitcoin rather, is just to sell the bounces like what we have here, like what we have here, and like what we had here, or to sell the bounces. So I think the next opportunity is going to be when the price makes another bounce, and then we can sell into it as well. So wait for another bounce and then sell into it as price. This move here, I expect it to be around 28.85. So if we see a bounce before 28.85, then we can look forward to a selling position down to 28.85, okay, before the next bounce, as we might see some kind of reaction at that support level. Okay, so that's it from me today for instruments. I'm going to see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.